They thought it was haunted with the ghosts of those murdered by the horse soldiers.
The cave was haunted with dead Indian ghosts?
Silly Ben. Dead Indian ghosts. Uh-oh.
To be honest, I was more concerned with the live ones than the dead ones.
Got him. Get. Hi again. What the fuck? How did I miss every single shot? I call bullshit. Hi there, Mr. Native American dude guy. Dwight is the nicest character next to Celius.
How come you know so much about engines?
A few years back, I was married to two Mescalero women.
At the same time?
Oh,
Yeah,
baby.
they were sisters.
Oh, baby.
Polygyny is traditional among the Mescalero.
So what happened?
Oh, I had to get out of there. Those girls never shut up. Both of them nagging at me all the time. Drove me half crazy. Haven't seen them since.
No, I mean, what happened with Grey Wolf?
Oh, well, I pursued him into the Cave of Death.
Time for some Celius sandwich. I mean, what? What is over here? Aha. Thought so. Ray McCall. Oh shit! It's Ray McCall! The guy from the previous Call of Juarez games. He's from the very first Call of Juarez, and he was a priest or something. Like, yeah, he was a priest because he ended up killing, I believe, the third brother. There was a third McCall brother, and he ended up killing him, I think, or something happened. So he vowed to never use guns again. And then in Bound in Blood, which was the prequel, you played as him all the time. And his brother, too. Cool. So he died here, apparently. The oldest of the McCall brothers, he and his brothers were sons of a Georgia landowner who fought for the Confederacy in the Civil War. His father died in Antietam, I don't know. And he and his brothers continued the fight. Antietam, that's how it's pronounced. I forgot. Antietam. I remember, it just occurred to me. During the battle for Atlanta, he was demoted for insubordination. After the war, he made himself a name as a gunfighter, famous for his ferocity and the antique conquistador's cuirass he wore as a breastplate. He killed many men to make that reputation and is most well known for his feud with the infamous Juan Juarez Mendoza. Mendoza had an alcazar outside of Juarez, Mexico, and ran an army of bandits that terrorized the border for years. After years of working as a hired gun, drifting from town to town, Ray McCall found his calling and became a pastor, leaving his violent life behind. However, his destiny was not to be one of peace, as he picked up his pistols again late in life to hunt down his nephew, suspected of killing his brother and wife. He died in 1884, killed by the same Juarez Mendoza with whom he crossed paths years before. His only consolation was the knowledge Mendoza would surely follow him to the gates of hell. Surprisingly, the history books are silent on the subject of this extraordinary man, the gunslinging preacher Ray McCall. Very cool. Yeah, he only had a book. He didn't want to pull a real gun, but then he had no choice. He had to go after Billy, who was the son of his other brother. Can't remember that guy's name though. It's been way too long since I played the other two games. Way too long.
I came upon this flooded grotto, and that's when I saw him. He came to me unarmed and unafraid. His voice echoed in the shadows, and I sensed he meant me no harm.
You carry great darkness in your heart, and if you do not release it, it will claim your soul.
The sound of his voice put some kind of ancient Indian spell on me.
Uh-oh.
As his story unfolded in my mind.
You will come to this place again and kill many more men, and the darkness will grow until it consumes everything that you are. The soul would have no rainbow if the eye had no tears.
He said I was a great warrior, a coyote man, unequaled by any other pale-faced warrior, or something like that.
Reload faster.
Snakes will bite shadows of your past until a venom poisons your heart, and an echo of the song of the dead summons the spirits deep from within the mountains.
I didn't quite get what he was saying, but there was definitely snakes. And indeed, his warriors surrounded me and attacked me like hungry wolverines.
Uh-oh.
They
This
couldn't
isn't good.
stop me, though, and Grey Wolf wasn't in the mood for idle talk.
Fuck it. Boom. Boom. Fuck you. Oh, shit. Gotta be so careful. They're surrounding me from every direction. Look at those headshots. Ah, shit. Ah, you motherfuckers.
I swear I couldn't see any way out of this trap. But suddenly, one just appeared. Kind of like a miracle.
Uh-oh. Wow. Okay, then. Stairs appear out of thin air. Don't worry, it's only a flesh wound. Let us upgrade. What should we get? Higher combos and concentration. There's the dual shotgun. Silver shotgun. Go back to Gunslinger. I like the longer combos. We're totally going to take longer combos. Allow me to get higher points. And kick ass and chew bubblegum with headshots. Except there probably
I
wasn't
would be lost in that damn cave forever.
any bubblegum in the West.
Finally, I found myself back outside, perched on the edge of a precipice, overlooking a thundering whitewater river. To get where I was going required several leaps of faith, but no way in hell I was turning back.
Oh shit. Jump. Woo! That was close. Leaps of faith.
I chased after him, determined to make him explain the meaning of all that mumbo-jumbo.
Mumbo-jumbo's right. Are you making this all up as you go?
A few details may be fuzzy, brother, but I am relating exactly what happened to me.
I am relating exactly what happened. Everything happened perfectly accurate. I am the Wild West version of Rambo.
There were dozens of Apache warriors aiming at me
Whoa.
from on high.
Oh shit.
Dozens.
Dozens.
Well, maybe not dozens, but there was a lot of them.
At least 3 or 4.
Well, more than that, little lady.
I always try to see if I can explore off the side path just to make sure there are no nuggets of truth anywhere. They're usually nearby, but at the same time they're far away too. Like far away out of sight. Shit! Where the hell was the other one shooting at me? God, through the trees. Couldn't even see that bastard. Oh, I missed. There we go.
I had a steep climb up creek ahead of me and scrambled up those rocks like a mountain goat. I was determined to locate Grey Wolf and find out exactly what the hell he was trying to tell me.
A nimble mountain goat.
And wouldn't you know it, that crafty son of a bitch led me right into a trap.
What kind of trap?
Well, son, there had to be at least 100 Apaches surrounding me.
100?
100?
God be my witness.
Oh, come on. Who you kidding?
Hey, I believe you. Come on, tell us how it ended.
All right, but I'm not gonna drag this out. Where were we?
You were surrounded by 100 Apache warriors.
Well, I didn't take the time to count them exactly, but there were a lot of them.
Gotta survive the ambush. Whoa, hi! Good thing they don't have guns. Oh shit, they have guns. Fuck. Every direction. God, I can't see. They're all over the place. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Where am I? Run! They're shooting at me from every direction. I can't survive this. Every direction. Come on, game. Come the fuck on. They're like everywhere. There's no place to fucking hide. It's bullshit. Fucking bullshit. I mean, seriously. You can't fucking expect me to shoot every fucking bastard in every fucking direction. It's like I have to... Yeah, they're constantly just spawning in every... I mean, look at them! There's so many! My god, you've got to be fucking kidding me. All around in a 360 circle.
And in the end, a path appeared before me that I had not seen before.
Great. Wish I could have used that path earlier.
I followed it as I desperately needed to find out what Grey Wolf was trying to tell me.
Nice. Native American heroes. Spotted elk also known as Bigfoot, Sithanka, was a Minneconne Lakota Sioux chief who bravely fought the white aggressors. He died, like many of his brothers, on December 29, 1890, in the so-called battle known today as the Wounded Knee Massacre. Cochise of the Chiricahua Apaches, known among his people as Adatlichi, was a war chief who led a long campaign against the United States Army. He evaded capture many times and continued raids against white settlements until 1872. A treaty was negotiated by General Oliver General Oliver O. Howard, and Cochise ended up on a reservation run by his only white friend, Tom Jeffords. He died in 1874 of natural causes, and his descendants are said to currently reside at the Mescalero Apache Reservation in New Mexico. God, these names! Goyatle was Cochise's successor in a way. Known better as Geronimo, he won numerous victories over long years of fighting. Mexican soldiers killed his mother, wife, and 3 children in 1858. He vowed revenge, and as a war chief, he constantly raided Mexican provinces and their towns and later American settlements across Arizona, New Mexico, and western Texas. He surrendered to U.S. authorities in 1886 and became somewhat of a celebrity, even appearing in Wild West shows. But he was never able to return to the land of his birth. He died of pneumonia in 1909 and confessed to his nephew that he regretted his decision to surrender, saying, "I should have fought until I was the last man alive." Sitting Bull, or Tatanka Ioteki, I don't know, the victor of Little Bighorn, and later a performer in Buffalo Bill's Wild West show, was a Hunkpapa Lakota Sioux holy man who led his people against the encroachment of the white man. He was killed by 2 Indian policemen in the service of the United States government during an attempt to arrest him and prevent him from supporting the ghost dance movement. Those and many other Native Americans were forced to live in the impossible world. Their lands and way of life were stolen and replaced with a world they didn't understand or want any part of. They were murdered both by bullets and blankets infected with smallpox. They died from disease and starvation and exposure as they were shunted onto reservations. Today we recognize the destruction of the Native Americans and their culture as the genocide that it was. Fortunately, history has not forgotten them, and now we can celebrate them as perhaps the only authentic heroes of the American West. Cool. Nice! New level gained. Let's do this one. Let's reload revolvers in the blink of an eye.
But it was like that son of a bitch disappeared into thin air.
Well, GG, transformed into a wolf. Yay!
Never did find him. And never did collect my goddamn bounty.
Beautiful. That was a fun little level. Let us continue on.
Thank you, darling. It's interesting how the truth can sometimes seem might malleable, depending upon your point of view.
Like how those dime novels make you out to be something you're not?
Jack, don't be starting trouble.
No, he's right. They do tend to exaggerate.
Did they exaggerate your part in taking down the Daltons?
Well, I was there in the flesh, boy, so I saw what happened firsthand. Those Daltons were lawmen once, before they all went bad, robbing banks and trains clear across the territory. Until Coffeeville, of course. I was one of the citizens who took up arms that day.
Fighting on the side of the riot?
I did my best, sir. We all did.
Hell yeah. They call me Bounty Hunter.
It was early morning. One of my friends was a local gunsmith, and he handed out firearms to anybody who'd take one. You see, the Daltons got it in their heads to rob 2 banks at the same time. 2 banks on the same damn street.
Dime novels. The term originated with the first book in the Beadle and Adams dime novel series, Malaska, The Indian Wife of the White Hunter, by Anne S. Stevens, dated June 9, 1860. The series ran for 321 issues and established all the conventions of the genre. From the lurid woodblock print covers to the melodramatic and sensational stories, they were popular among young working-class audiences, mostly owing to the increased literacy rate of society in general at the time. They told all sorts of outlandish tales, usually in a Western setting. Their style was simple and accessible. The characters were one-dimensional, but they were page-turners and a forerunner of modern-day mass-printed paperbacks and comic books. They turned many real characters of the day, outlaws and lawmen alike, into celebrities of sorts. They helped create the modern romanticized mythology of the Wild West that continues on in Hollywood westerns and TV shows to this very day. Nice.
Story was Bob Dalton's girl was always writing him about how he had no ambition. Oh, you're nobody next to Jesse James, she'd say. Finally, the bastard took his brothers to Coffeyville just to shut her up.
Right. It's always the woman's fault.
Well, the locals recognized the Daltons right off. Before they could get away, half the town took up arms to defend their property. Their first mistake was pulling a job in their own damn hometown. The boys grew up in Coffeyville, so everybody knew them. The bank teller tricked them, telling them the time lock on the safe wouldn't open till 9:30. Well, that gave the locals enough time to prepare an ambush for those sons of bitches.
Yes, it's always the woman's fault. Grab some more ammo. Modern video game mechanics. You're straying away from the story. Do not go in that direction or you will be forced to restart. Because modern video games.
Hey, we got us a hero. Put some holes in him.
Boom. Get inside the bank and apprehend the Daltons. Look around first. I knew it. Where's that nugget? Probably on the other side of the door. Not on this side. Definitely does not look like it's anywhere here. But yeah, it's got to be on the opposite side of the door. Boom. Boom.
The brothers paid dearly for their stupidity, but everybody knows they had it coming.
There's more to it than that. I read all about that day, so I know for a fact that it went down very differently.
Oh shit.
First of all, it was high noon. A posse of U.S. deputy marshals were on the rooftop across the street.
Get into position
They're gonna make a move.
on the roof and
Lawmen
eliminate
had
the
been
bank
tracking
robbers.
the Daltons for months. Now they finally had them dead to rights. Among them was a bounty hunter feared by many a lawbreaker. This man had no intention of letting the Daltons slip away. They met an adversary that day who had no fear and offered them no quarter. The marshals tried to get the Daltons to surrender.
They'll give up eventually. We just gotta wait till someone pitches out.
This bounty hunter knew that the brothers were far too proud to ever lay down their guns. He went in there alone to confront those criminals.
Damn straight.
One of the marshals shouted, "Where are you going? Are you crazy?"
Hey, where do you think you're going, dumbass? That rifle's mine.
Where do you think you're going, dumbass?
But he paid him no mind. He saw a way to get around to the back of the bank.
God, there's so much gunfire going on.
Then he figured out how to hit the Daltons from a direction they weren't expecting. From above. Fortunately, a water tower was right there.
Surprise the Daltons by entering through the roof entrance.
A moment later, he was climbing up a steep ladder, laughing at danger as he did.
He's embellishing so much. Yes, ads. Really fun game.
It was brave men like him who risked their lives to tame this wild country.
Jump! Woo! Oh shit. Made it in.
We've got company.
Boom!
Heroic men like him, who did what other men couldn't or wouldn't to make this country free. Like Jim Bowie and Davy Crockett, who died defending the Alamo.
I think Dwight is in love with Silas. There is a nugget somewhere.
Is that Silas Greaves? Son of a bitch! Come on, kill him! Oh.
Yeah, he's definitely in love with Silas. But where was that nugget of truth? Yeah, I have no idea where it is. Well, let's continue on. Maybe it's in here somewhere. Boom. Splattered him all over the walls.
You can run, but you can't hide forever.
Get. My bullet ended up hitting the cage. Ah, nugget nearby. Where is it? Here. There it is.